Sup, boys? Well, it's about that time again. About 2 months ago, I posted on Twitter that I was going to be taking a break from streaming, and I used the word indefinitely. I think that upset a lot of you guys. I do apologize for that. And following that post, I got a huge amount of support, an incredible, massive, amazing amount of support. And I want to say to everybody who sent me a message, everybody who's just done anything, anybody who's just not complained, right? I appreciate so much. I really do. And even the people who complain, I kind of appreciate you too, because it shows that you care that I'm not going to be there, which does kind of matter in a way. And so I want to say thank you to everybody who's been so supportive over these past months of me taking a break. And so now, today, to you guys, I want to talk to you all about why I took that break from streaming and what my plans are going forward. Part 3. So, it's becoming a little bit of a habit. And I think this is one of the reasons why I originally didn't want to get a sub button back in 2017, is that whenever I got it, I knew that there would be kind of like a, I guess maybe even a subliminal, commitment that I would have, an implied commitment that I would have to streaming. And I don't really like commitments. I like just kind of being able to do my own thing, do what I want to do, and that's just about it. And I've tried to live my life with as little strings attached as possible, because that's something that I value very strongly, and it's something that means a lot to me. And I know that there are some people that are disappointed by that, and to you guys I apologize, but sometimes I have to do what's good for me, and I think for many of you, a lot of you understand that, and again, I thank you all so much. And a lot of the reasons why I took a break, especially towards the end, is, really a big reason is burnout. I think that I was just extremely burned out from streaming, and this had been kind of building up for a while. And mentally, like, when would I have wanted to take a break from streaming? I probably would have wanted to take a break a little bit before Shadowlands. And I think that a lot of my friends, real life friends, and then also friends that I know online, could kind of tell that I was a little bit fed up with it. And why is that? I think that whenever I start doing something, and whenever I continue doing it, I, at a certain point, just need to reset and stop doing that thing for a while, so I can circle back around and look at what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I want to continue doing, what I want to stop doing, and how I want to move forward. And I think that taking breaks does give me that ability to mentally reset, and then also to just, in general, redirect myself and the direction that I want to take my content. And I think every break that I've taken, I've really done as good of a job as possible to do that. And I certainly hope that that process continues. So one of the big reasons why I took a break is that I've had a lot of really bad personal shit going on in my life, and I've tried to keep a lot of this off stream, and some of it I'll share and I'll talk about a little bit, but most of it I don't really want to talk about right now, because, to be honest, I still have to deal with a little bit of it still, and I don't really feel comfortable sharing it at this time. It's not about Dr. Disrespect. I'd like to talk to you guys at least a little bit about some of it, and I think that, again, people had kind of seen this or analyzed this, and I don't really like the whole psychoanalyzing streamers thing, but when these are friends of mine telling me something, I tend to take it a little bit more seriously. And one of the factors was that I would be on my second stream all of the time, the ZackRawrr stream. And why was I on that second stream all of the time? I'm going to be completely honest, because every moment that I was on that second stream, I was not thinking about the bullshit that was going on in my life. And so for those of you guys that sat there at 3 in the morning and sat through a 2-hour argument with some 14-year-old troll that I had while I was farming a random irrelevant item in Nazmir, thank you all so much. I really appreciate that, because it allowed me to forget and cope with a lot of the bullshit that I had been dealing with outside of the stream. So thank you guys. It did, however, burn me out a lot. I was constantly on. I didn't have time to recharge my mental batteries. And I think that taking breaks like this does give me that opportunity, and it does give me the chance to do that. Now, whenever I actually talk about my stream specifically, and kind of some of the problems that I had felt with the stream, I think that some people had kind of created a little bit of a narrative that I was taking a break from streaming because of my chat or because of my community or some variation of that. I want to let you guys know that, okay, I'll say it. Yeah, chat makes me mad sometimes, okay? It actually makes me mad. Like, sometimes you guys fucking piss me off, but it's not the reason. It's really not the reason. It's so much more than that. It's so much bigger than that. And yeah, sometimes people make me mad in chat. 100%. Is that my fault? A little bit, yeah. Is it their fault? A little bit, yeah, right? But at the end of the day, it's not really the reason. It had really not a lot to do with it. I'd say maybe like 1%, 2%, maybe. I think the big reason is that I felt like I haven't really been doing what I've wanted to be doing. I haven't really been streaming what I've wanted to be streaming. I haven't really been making the content that I felt proud of. And I felt like the streams became extremely formulaic to the point to where they were predictable and boring. And I know that a lot of people enjoy that, and I intend to continue some of those trends, but also create new content that I feel is interesting and also inspiring to me to continue making content. Hopefully Mr. Dog and Mr. Bird over here. Oh, the squirrel threw a rock at me. He does that a lot. Anyway, I think that was a squirrel at least. Anyway, the point that I'm making here is that a lot of the times whenever I take these breaks, it gives me that opportunity to step back and look at the content in a more objective way. I will go back and I will watch my own streams, and I will be like, this sucks, or I will be like, this is really good. And I think that over the course of this last year, 2020, what are some time periods that I've really been happy about my stream? I think that probably the high point in the last year of streaming, this might sound odd as a guy who plays World of Warcraft all the time, but the high point for me was playing Demon Souls. I really had a lot of fun playing that game, and being able to play a new game like that I felt comfortable with, and at the same time I got to enjoy and have a lot of fun with. It really meant a lot to me, and I had a great amount of fun with it. And I'd like to do more of that. To be honest with you, I really would like to do more of that. And a lot of my older viewers know I've done variety before, and it hasn't really gone very well. And I got a lot of trouble like figuring things out on stream, and it makes me feel stupid. Then I get stressed out. Like it just sounds stupid, right? But I genuinely thought that like at a certain point, especially I remember I was like trying to play Witcher 3 and I couldn't figure out how to beat like this ghost or something. I'm like, do I have like, is there something like legitimately wrong with my head, right? Like autism or something. And I don't mean that in like a negative way at all. Like I genuinely was like worried, like what the fuck's wrong with me? Like, why am I not doing this right? And I think that another reason why I take breaks like this is because I do have problems with anxiety. I do, I'll be honest. It's a really big issue for me. And sometimes whenever that kind of takes over, it reduces like my brain from being, let's say 100 IQ to being like 10 IQ. And I don't really think very clearly. I get stressed out very easily, and it makes it hard for me to really kind of deliver the kind of content that I think people deserve. And I think that I know that whenever it's happening, and that makes it worse. It's like a self-perpetuating problem. And I've tried really hard over the years to overcome that. And I think that to some degree I have, and to some degree I haven't. It's going to be a process that I'm going to have to keep working on. But I do want to say that I want to keep working on it. I recently played Valheim. I put, this is going to sound disgusting, okay? I put almost 200 hours into this game, okay? I've really enjoyed this game. And I've thought to myself a number of times whenever I was playing it, like the first time that I, harpooned a sea serpent. I played the whole thing solo. So first time I solo harpooned a sea serpent, brought it onto land and just beat the shit out of it. And, crafted the shield that was fucking garbage. That took me 3 hours to get. These kinds of moments, I do really wish that I was able to do on stream. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll hit up old McConnell and see if he wants to do a whole 2-man hardcore Valheim run and go through the whole game with him, hardcore style where you can't die. I don't know. And a lot of other opportunities for streams as well. And I feel like I missed out on a lot of those over the years, and especially in this past year, because I've just been so afraid of change and so afraid of stepping outside of my own bubble. And I feel like that's been very unhealthy for me mentally. And I think that it's also not been healthy for my channel as well. So I want to try to step outside of doing my normal content and actually trying to do things a little bit different, and really try to give it the old college try. Actually try to make good content about other games. Really try to enjoy other games. I found that whenever I take these breaks, I'm always surfing around trying to find that next game that's going to give me that feeling. Which, by the way, guys, it's gonna be nice, because in just a couple weeks now, we're going to have Ashes of Creation Alpha, which is going to be non-NDA. I will be playing that on stream, and I'm very excited about that. But on top of that, there's just been a lot of I felt kind of aimless in a way. I felt kind of directionless. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing with my time, and worse than that, I felt like I was wasting my time. This might sound very ironic for a lot of you all, but over the course of me playing World of Warcraft for 15 years, I've probably felt like I was wasting my time for maybe only 20 days. It's whenever I was farming honor kills for Bloodthirsty. It was terrible. But other than that, I've really enjoyed the game, and I've always felt like I was having fun. And I felt like in the past few months or so, and this has nothing to do with the game, by the way. This is a personal revelation with me. I felt like I was wasting my time, and I wasn't doing. More so, I wasn't doing what I think my audience deserved. And that's why I've thought so much about how can I expand my content and how can I do other things besides WoW. And I would really love to be able to do that. I want to talk about more like just things that happen in real life, just talking about more IRL stuff, and just kind of having conversations with you guys. Because one of the things that I hear from a lot of my viewers over the years is that people don't really watch me for WoW. I think that a lot of people do. I think people watch me to hear about WoW, at least. But I think the essence of that is that people watch me to hear from me. People want to hear just kind of commentary on things, and they want to have conversations. It's actually been another thing that I really enjoyed about my second stream, is the fact that because it was a smaller audience, I had the ability to sit down and actually really have conversations with my viewers. I know this sounds like cheesy or stupid or whatever, but I really enjoy that. I like just sitting down with a group of guys and just talking about shit. And it feels so natural. It feels so good. It feels real. And that's been a feeling that I haven't really gotten from making content. I feel like Twitch in general has moved over towards, especially in this last year, it's moved much more towards, traditional mainstream celebrity culture. And I feel like a lot of the realness is not as front and center as it used to be. There's a lot of posturing, I feel. There's a lot of people acting a certain way that I don't really think that that's how they are. And it makes me uncomfortable, and it makes me feel weird. And I don't know exactly how to reconcile that with what I do. But at the end of the day, being able to sit down there with, a core group of, maybe only a few thousand people, and just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, and have people disagree with me or agree with me or not, and just talk about it, I think I got a lot out of that, and it's something that I want to do more of, because it is fulfilling for me. And I think that a lot of my viewers like watching that as well. So that's another thing that I want to focus on. And also, I think that a lot of people at this point in the video might have an idea that I don't want to play WoW anymore or something like that. That's not true. Of course I'm going to be playing WoW. I just don't want to only play WoW, because I feel like at this point in, my content, it's reductive to what I'm doing. I will always play new content. I will always talk about everything about WoW. I will always probably play WoW almost every day, probably. But at the same time, I want to do more than that, and I want to really try and make more content that's beyond that, because I think I can. And this has been it's been a struggle for me for years, and I don't know if I'm going to be successful with this or not. I really don't know. But I do appreciate everybody who's been so supportive over this past year of the times that I did try to do that. With Rust, with RuneScape, with Demon Souls, with a lot of we've had a lot of unrest this past year. I've made a lot of comments, had a lot of commentary about that. You guys have been really supportive with just kind of allowing me to step outside that, small bubble that I was in and really kind of talk about things that I'm passionate about and things that I care about. And I want to say again, thank you. It's been incredible. And it's something that I want to continue and expand on. Also, a few other little small things here. We got Burning Crusade coming out. I'm pretty excited about that. I think everybody pretty much knew that was going to happen. I mean, anybody who didn't think it was going to happen is kind of, But I thought it was. I said I would come back to streaming if BC got released. I pretty much knew it was going to get released. I just thought it'd be a fun little thing to do. But on top of that, we're going to be playing Burning Crusade, of course. Ashes of Creation comes out. I mean, this year is going to be, 2021 is going to be a huge year for MMOs. We're going to get, more Shadowlands content. Shadowlands is a good expansion. I mean, it is. I think it's a great expansion. I'm just completely burned out with WoW. I think that's a big reason. I have been farming my mounts, though, don't worry. We've got Burning Crusade. We've got Ashes of Creation. We have New World as well. There's a lot of things that I want to play, a lot of things that I'm looking forward to. And I have not watched the leaked trailer, but I've also heard that there's going to be news of Elden Ring very soon as well, which I'm extremely excited for. So I really, really hope to see everybody back with streaming. My plan right now is to come back to streaming in about, I don't know, maybe a week or so, give or take. Probably give, maybe take. So I can't really, I don't have a date right now, but it's going to be some point. It's going to be before the 19th, I think, and it probably won't be in the next 2 or 3 days. So somewhere around in that time period, I'd like to come back to streaming and really start making content again. I'd also like to change my schedule a little bit with streaming. Right now, it's about 11 p.m., and I've been awake. Okay, I fucked up, okay? I've been awake since 4 a.m., so I'd actually like to start, I remember, this is really kind of funny, this is fucking deja vu, but whenever I first came back to streaming last year, I was like, oh, we're going to start at 9 a.m. every day, and then I think my last stream back, it's like, it's 10:48, shit, okay, at least it's not 11, right? And I feel like I just kind of move it back. I have a rotating schedule. I've woken up and I've gone to bed at every hour in the 24-hour time period, many, many times. So I would like to try as much as possible to shoot for that 9 to 9:30 a.m. mark, so I can do what I really kind of feel like is a morning show and do that kind of stuff, and then also play games and have fun with you guys. I think that one thing I've really missed out on is, especially with games like Valheim, is having that community experience and having people play together, and especially with a new game. I think there's something that's really magical and special and unique and memorable about being able to play a new game in front of an audience and experience things that nobody has seen before for the first time, and have everybody collectively be like, wow, that's fucking stupid, or oh my god, this bug is terrible, or oh my god, this is really cool. And the entire spectrum, I think, is really rewarding for a lot of people, including myself, especially delivering that content itself. So I hope to do that as well. And overall, I just need to, just clear my head. And again, I was just burning myself out, trying to distract myself from my real life problems. And I've spent these past 2 months mostly jerking off and playing video games, but also solving the problems as well. So, at least things are looking up, things are improving. And again, these personal problems that I've been having, a lot of them, as I said, I don't really feel comfortable sharing, but I think that after I get through them, I will talk to you guys about them, because I know a lot of you guys are probably in my position in one way or another. And, I think that maybe I can share. I'm not like some guru, okay? Like, I'm the dude that lives with his mom. But maybe people can see what I did and just get a little bit of insight out of it, and maybe it can help them, or at least if they can see for themselves, hey, I've got this problem and this fucking loser can get over it, maybe I can do the same thing. So I do look forward to doing that, just not really quite yet. So anyway, I want to say thank you all if you've gotten this far in the video. Thank you so much. And my plans right now, again, I'll reiterate, is I do plan to come back to streaming. And on top of that, I also plan to make more content here on YouTube. I've made videos really ever since I was 9 years old. I love making videos. YouTube, in a way, has been a home for me longer than Twitch has. Scroll down on my channel. You'll see videos from 10 years ago. And the only reason you didn't see videos from before that is, honestly, I was too fucking stupid to figure out how to upload them back then. So I would have been making videos even before then. I love making videos, and I want to keep doing it. A lot of the videos that I've made before have gotten great reception from you guys, and I also want to do different things as well, like game reviews, and just put up whatever the hell I feel like. Unfortunately, I think that I might have to add ads onto the videos. I don't want to do this. This is why I never have had ads on any of my videos on this channel. The reason for that is that YouTube simply just doesn't promote videos that don't have ads on them, and I feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot if I spend a lot of time on a video and it ends up not really getting anything out. It doesn't really get its fair chance. And I don't know how I want to handle that for this channel. I don't know if I even want to do it on this channel. I haven't decided. But regardless, it is something that I'm looking into, and it's something that I want to do because I want to expand the kind of content that I'm giving to you guys, and in general, just do stuff that I feel proud of and stuff that I feel good about. And towards the end of what I was streaming earlier this year and last year, I didn't really feel that way. And I want to get back to that position, back to that mindset. And that's really what I'm looking forward to doing. I want to end a stream and I want to think, damn, that shit was funny. Or damn, that was really cool. I bet people enjoyed it. Not, damn, another day. You know, that's the last thing I want to think of, man. And so hopefully I can do that. Hopefully you'll be there. And hopefully I will stream and not freak out about it. Thank you guys all so much for getting this far into the video. I look forward to being back. I look forward to seeing everybody again. And, you know, I look forward to doing some of the sword runs and shit like that too, but I do want to make it a little bit less formulaic. So, a lot of exciting content, a lot of exciting plans, and a lot of things. I had a lot of changes this whole year. Started an org, started a company. Turns out that's a little bit more work than I thought, by the way. So, it's been great. It's been a huge change for me. I've had a lot of trouble adapting to it and keeping up with it. I'm doing my best, and I intend to continue that. So I'll see you guys back on stream in about a week or so. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what kind of content that you want to see from me in the comments. And if there's something that gives me a good idea, maybe I'll do it. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Peace.